Welcome guys to Rising Coder Sera, and here we are going to work with this project. Now what is this project? So this is project that if you enter here any number, if you enter any color or any color code and then you click on the change color, the background color of the HTML page is going to be changed. Okay, so the background color changer is the name of this project. We are going to work with the HTML, CSS and JavaScript. This is web development project, and you will get the source code and the explanation as well. So this will be, the link for this will be inside the comment section. Okay, so let's begin. So this is the demo. If I write here red color and click on the change, so it is going to change. If I enter here the color code, suppose hashtag 000, I think it's black color. Let's check. So yes, it's working fine. You can go with the RGB color as well. Suppose I am entering any random number 120 and 300 and I click for change color, so it's a random number. So you can give the RGB, you can give the hex code or any other number as well. That's all about this. That's all about this project. Now let's create one file on the desktop. Suppose I am going to create new folder bg -color -changer. Okay, so this is the file, and I'm going to right click and open this with code. So it will be open in the code, VS Code. We are going to use VS Code editor for this. Now here I'm going to create one file name as index.html, and let's create the boilerplate. Now here what I am going to do, I am going to create style.css where we are going to use CSS, and app.js where we are going to use the JavaScript. Now let's go inside the index.html and create the boilerplate, and I am going to give name as background color changer. Background color changer. Okay. First of all, what I am going to do, I am going to use internal styling and JavaScript as well, internal script, and then we are going to separate them all. So first of all, we need some input to be stored by the user. So we are going to just write input. Input, which will be the in format of text, and we will give here one ID. So I will give the ID as color bg. Okay, we'll give color bg. Okay, so background color. Okay, and we will give the placeholder. First of all, let's see this, what is going to be the output for this. Okay, so open this with live server. You can download the extension from here. Okay, search here for live server so that it will be opening automatically. Okay, so this is the extension. You just have to click install, and that's all. So it will open automatically. When you are going to download it, you just have to right click and go with the open with live server. This is the shortcut Alt plus L, Alt plus O. You can go with this as well, and then it will be reaching on this here. You can see here. Now this is the place. This is the input where you can write your text. You can write the color code. You can write the hex code, and that's all. Now here we are going to do one thing, that we are going to add one placeholder, so that when before typing here, there must be shown some message that enter the color code, enter the hex code. So that's all. So we have to use here placeholder, and write enter the color name or code. Okay, so that's all. And right now if I save, so you can see the something is written here, enter the color name or code. Now when you are going to write here color code, something must be happen when you click on the button. So first of all, we should create one button here. So let's go below and button, and I'm going to write here change background color. Okay, space C, or I will give it name as change color. Okay, change color. so that it is going to change the color. When I am going to click here, the color of the background will be changed. Now let us style something. Okay, now what I would like to do, I am going to link here. I am not going to use any internal styling, so link and CSS. Okay, so this is thing been connected or not, we will check this. So first of all, for all the HTML page, margin must be 0, and then padding must be 0. And let's check for the body, is the CSS connected with it or not. So I'm going to give the background color as red. Okay, save this and let's see, is it been connected or not. Okay, so this style is been connected. Just now I'm going to write here one thing, is that is nothing but I'm going to write here defer. So this will be connected all the time, and in the similar way we are going to connect this style script as well, means our JavaScript as well. So script src and the app, okay, ./app.js, and I'm going to write defer as well, defer, save it. So this is the thing. So style is working properly, margin, background, or we will give the by default background color must be white. Okay, white before the user is going to enter any value, so the value must be white. Okay, now what we are going to do, I want to break br into 10 we are going to use, so that it is going to come at from top, it is going to come at the center, and we want this to be aligned at the center. So how we can do this, you can use one keyword here, means you can use the tag, center tag, or you can style it from the CSS as well, but right now we are going to use the center tag. Okay, so format document so that it will be okay. So it is working fine, but now when I am going to enter the red color, it is not going to change. The reason why it is not changing is nothing but we are not scripted anything. Okay, we have not scripted anything. Now we are going to script here, so that it is going to change all the things. So before scripting, we should use here on click event. We want the on click event, means when I am going to click, something must be happen, and this on click we are going to give the name as, we are going to give the name as change color. Okay, we will give it as change color and rounded or circular brackets. Okay, so this will be the function which we are going to copy and go inside the F file, and I'm going to write function, paste it, and curly brackets. Now what we want to do is nothing but, this is the index, don't go with this style, I'm going to remove. Now inside this what we are going to do, as we know the placeholder. Okay, so this is the input. Inside this, enter any color entered by the user is going to be stored inside this input. Okay, input type. So we are going to take this ID and the value of this input. Okay, we are going to take the value from this. So for that we want to go create one variable first of all, so that the value will be stored. So user underscore color underscore value, I am going to give this name, and we are going to take the value from the HTML page. So we are going to write document dot get element by ID. Okay, so get element by ID, and the ID here you can see is color bg. We are just going to copy this ID and come here, create here circular bracket, double quotes, and paste this. Now from this we want the value, so we are going to write dot value. Okay, dot value, sorry. Okay, now let's see, is the value been connected, or the value is the function taking the value. When I am clicking on the button, the function is taking the value or not. So that I am going to write console dot log, and inside this I am going to write user color value. Okay, so let's see. Now when suppose I am going to write here red, and I'm going to click, So let's see the value is been taken or not. So you can see the value is been taken. Suppose I am going to write here yellow, YELLOW, and I click on this, so you can see this is adding. Okay, see so the value is been connected right now. Now we want to change the color of the background. For that we are going to write here. Okay, I'm going to remove this, and from okay, now we are going to change the color of the HTML. So we have to write document dot body. Okay, we are going to change the color of body, and style style dot background color. Okay, and this background color will be entered by the user. So user is going to enter, and this is the ID, and this is going to be stored inside this function. So you are going to copy this function, paste it, and then save this. Now I think the value entered here will change the color of the background as well. Okay, you can go here with cyan color, you can go with here dark blue, you can apply here RGB color as well. You can use here RGB color as well. And suppose I want green color, so I'm going to give 0, 100, 0, and then change color. So you can see it's working fine. So that's all about this code. You can style it from this. Now what thing is happening here, what is this working? When I'm clicking it, you can see the border is there is a border. We can remove this border. So I'm going to target the input, and then I'm going to write that outline none. Okay, now when I'm going to come here and refresh this page, if I click here, you can see there is no outline. Now I can go with the black color is #000. This is the color code, and if I click on the change color, you can see the change in the color. Okay, you can hover this button as well. We are going to hover this button as well. So button button is to hover, HOVER, and button. Okay, and we are going to give the background color as black and color as white. Okay, so only one time remove this, color as white, or you can give the color code as #F. Save it. Now when I'm going to go here, you can see it is going to change. You can give the border shadow as well, border radius, and that's all. So this is all about this changing the color using the JavaScript. We have used here JavaScript. So we are taking the value from this ID, and this all the value is going to be stored inside this variable, and then we want to change the HTML body color style background color, and we are going to take this variable. So the value stored here by the user is going to be inserted according to clicking of the button. Okay, so that's all inside this. You can style this according to your desired choice. Okay, thanks for the watching this lecture.